So I wanted to give my thoughts and my opinion against the game at Villa on the weekend, because I didn't get to do it. I was very busy on the weekend, so I didn't get to do that match analysis or the post-match reaction. So I'm just going to speak a bit before I get into the preview against PSV. And it's even better that I didn't come on and do that video straight after, because I was so angry. I was so disappointed. Now, we all know what happened. We all understood that, listen, when it comes down to 50-50 in the Premier League, if it's down to the referee or the VAR, Arsenal will not win that 50-50. It's been proven now. Now, I'm not saying that we've been the only team that's been on the receiving end of bad decisions. I'm just saying that it's more frequently with Arsenal, and it's obvious to everyone. It's literally obvious now. Now, in this game, we see Nketiah got elbow. That should have been a red card for Diego Carlos, I believe his name is, the centre-back from Brazil. That should have been a red card. We see Gabriel Jesus got hacked down. Well, not hacked down, but he got kicked in the box, right? And we're seeing penalty given for same situation, similar, or even less. Cash handled the ball, and then the ball hit Havertz's hand, and then it's a disallowed goal. So we see multiple reason, and some of them are even more than 50-50. Some of them are not even 50-50, but I'm just saying, okay, let's say 50-50. We are not winning those, because I believe that one of the reasons is because of Arteta. The referees and people in charge of VAR, they don't like Arteta, because they believe that he's always criticizing them, he's always on their case, and people don't like that when you're always criticizing them. Now, should Arteta stop saying the things that he normally says or react the way he reacts? Because we also see Arteta getting a touchline ban, where you see managers like Pep Guardiola flipping all over the place. We see Klopp running all over the place. We see De Zerbi running on the field, and none of them have got a ban like Arteta got a touchline ban. And Arteta simply went outside of his box of a technical area just a few moments just to celebrate a last gasp win against Luton, and he got penalised for that. Now, when you compile all these things, the match that we lost against Newcastle, all the things that happened, Gomare's done a elbow, all those things that happened, the ball went out of play, and they still didn't give it. All the things that happened, you have to say that, listen, it has to be an agenda. Now, once again, I'm not saying that Arsenal's the only team, but more than likely is Arsenal going to be on the receiving end majority of the times. And it's not just because of Arsenal being hated by everyone, but also the fact that Arteta is also hated for his outspoken basically characteristics. He's a very outspoken person. He doesn't hold anything back, and because of this, referees and people that control the VAR don't like Arteta. So that's something we're gonna have to get used to as Arsenal fans. We love Arteta, but we just have to know that this is a territory we're always gonna be done by. We're gonna be voted against. We're gonna be penalized because of these things. Now, in this match, I'm not just blaming Vieira. We were also poor. The passes was atrocious. Our passing looks like it was child's play. Now, understand that the wind might contribute to things like that, the accuracy of the ball, the direction may basically go not the way you want it to. But then it was two teams on the pitch. Aston Villa didn't have a problem. I didn't see much problem with Aston Villa passing. I didn't see much problem with their 1-2s. But when it comes down to Arsenal, Jesus, lots of misplaced passes. Odegaard, lots of misplaced passes. So overall, the team was having a nightmare, absolute nightmare. So I can't really blame the wind and say it's the wind because the passing all over the place and things like that. No, it's the players to be blamed. Now, when it comes down to Odegaard, I can't really get too upset with Odegaard, because this is one of his speciality, as what I said in previous video. To take that shot at the edge of the box, or the near post or the far post, that's one of his speciality, and he missed a few of them. One of them, when he got the ball, he done a bit of dribbling, go inside the box, and still went. I believe that he should have reversed the shot, go far post, but it went near post. Martinez read it. So we had a few chances. Gabriel Jesus cushioned. Saka done a brilliant ball in. It was free, trying to cushion the ball, bounce off his feet. Once again, that's not the wind. You can't blame the wind for bad, poor control, poor touch. He also had another opportunity when Odegaard played the ball to him, and he was clear at goal, and he tried to cut back. I think he tried to cut back to play to Saka, and he lost the ball. One-on-one. It had the potential to be one-on-one. It might not have the pace to beat Carlos to get in that goal, but he at least covered the ball, shield the ball. Saka was free on the other side. But just do a little skill, cut back properly. But that cutback was so dry, it was so dead. It looks like he just gave up before he even tried. Just to touch on a few stats. Obviously, Aston Villa scored the goal, we didn't. expected goals, we have 1.8 to their 0.7. Shots, we had 11 to their 10. Shots on target, we had both the same. Shots, open play shots, we had 9 compared to their 7. Possession, we had 61 compared to their 39. Passes plus completion, we had 478 with 397 completion. Aston Villa had 306 with 216 completion. Field tilt, we have 57.5 field tilt. Final third entries, we have 34 to their 29. Expected for create, we have 2.5 to their 0.7. Deep touches, we have 44 to their 17. Zone 14 touches, we have 16 to their 8. OP cross complete and completed, we have 8 and 4 completed, and they had 6-0 completed. Progressive pass, we have 39, they had 15. Dribbles and dribbling, we have 21 dribbles, 6 being successful. Aston Villa had 15, 3 being successful. Tackles, this is where they overcome now. This is where they overpower us in tackles, and it's only by 1 because they had 38 tackles, we had 34. But when it comes down to successful, they had 32 successful, we had 31 successful. And also they had 12 interception compared to our 4. So out of all these stats, that's the most important stats. Aston Villa only come out on top with 2, and that's tackles being successful, 1 more, and interception. They have 12 compared to our 4. Now everything else, we were more dominant. Apart from the shots on target, we were both the same. Apart from that, everything else, we were more than dominant than Aston Villa. So this is the thing that some people may be overreacting with the team starting to cost the team, cost the player, cost the manager. I'm not overreacting. I'm more angry at the ref. But once again, I can't really put all the blame because this is to be expected. This is what we've been dealing with since last season or even the season before. When this decision is not going our way most of the time. When it's 50-50, it has to be clear and obvious for a decision to go Arsenal way. When it's 50-50, it's not going our way. So I believe that we should come to terms with this by now and expect the worst when it comes down to decision from VAR and referee. So I'm not really upset with the players. I'm kind of a bit agitated with Odegaard because he could have at least scored one of those chances, and he even criticized himself that, listen, we let the team down because we had a chance to score. He said, even me, myself, did not take my opportunity. So I'm happy that he's taking accountability, but we should be basically taking at least one of those chances. We had 11 shots and 3 on target and not even took one of those chances. Now, that's poor. We need to have more shots on target because, once again, when we have more shots on target, we'll score more goals. So apart from that, I'm not disappointed with the team. I'm quite happy, to be fair, because Aston Villa went and beat Man City. And when I say beat, I mean demolished them, thrashed them, completely thrashed them. And we went there. They tried to do the same for us. It did not happen. We basically control and dictate the entire game apart from a few spells. As you can see in the field tilt, apart from a few spells, they were on top. But apart from a few spells that they were on top, we dominated this match. And even Martinez admitted it. Aston Villa fans admitted it. Unai Emery admitted it. That, listen, we were the most dominant team. But it's unfortunate for us that we conceded a goal like that. And also we did not take our chances. But overall, I'm not too angry because at some point we're going to have to lose games. I'm even more content with losing against Newcastle, even though it was a scam, and against Aston Villa, even though once again it's a scam. I was speaking to Masada over the weekend and he's saying that, listen, at the end of the season, if we win the Premier League, or if we did not win the Premier League, I swear, but it's by us losing those 2 games, he's gonna basically blame these 2 matches and say, listen, we could have went on an unbeaten run if it wasn't for cheating. And you have to admit, if it wasn't for cheating against Newcastle, we wouldn't have lost that game. If it wasn't for cheating against Villa, we wouldn't have lost that game. So the 2 losses we have in the season so far is because of incompetence from the referee and VAR. So really, I can't be upset with my team because by right, we should have been unbeaten right now. Yes, I could be disappointed for the fact that we didn't take the chances that we created, or we did not create enough chances, however you want to spin it. So that's the video, guys. I wanted to do a preview in this video, but it's already gone too long, so I'm going to do a separate video for the preview against PSV. Now, once again, I apologize for this late video. I know some of you guys was waiting for it, especially analysis, especially to go into the depths of the stats. I wanted to go deeper, but because I need to get that video up for PSV's tomorrow, so I need to get that video out, so I can't really go deep. Plus, I know you guys are over it already, so perhaps I don't want to relive that moment in your mind. So that's the video there, and then make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and basically turn your bell notification on, and wait for the next video to pop in, then watch that video. Catch you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.